In this video, I want to share some updates about my Kundalini transformation process. Things are changing very fast. I learned a lot and I want to document this process. My Kundalini energy first got active when I was 27 years old. I'm 38 now, and it got active during meditation and stayed active ever since. So my Kundalini activation was permanent. I got into meditation in the first place because I suffered from mental health issues almost all my life from a very young age, caused by trauma. Then at the age of 27, I reached rock bottom, and I thought to myself, I no longer want to suffer anymore. I don't want to feel like this anymore. And then I turned to meditation, and it really worked. It really helped. And one day during meditation, my Kundalini energy got active. Once Kundalini energy gets active, it's like a program is started. It wants to cleanse the whole system, all pathways, all energy centers. So it moves through everything, and while it does that, while it moves, I can literally feel it move through those different pathways, and I could draw you a map of these pathways. There are just like those you can find on the internet, because of course I'm not the only one who is experiencing this. Like, for example, those maps in acupuncture. Different cultures made these findings already in the past, of course. So while Kundalini is moving through these pathways, it brings everything up. So all this, it wants all the energies, all these old energies, to get out of the body. This goes hand in hand with having to deal with the stuff that comes up. So I want to give a little update, and I also want to talk a little bit about dreams in this video. So right now I'm in the final stages of the Kundalini transformation process. Doing the healing work for almost 10 years led me up to this point, and I'm very happy about it. Most of it was self-taught, mostly through trial and error. So what I'm doing at the moment is updating old memories, past memories and past emotional constructs. These memories have different layers. There's a visual part, the raw data of what actually happened. And then there's the emotional part, which is more subjective, which is totally subjective. And these segments of the memories are stored in different parts of the system. So for the last few weeks, I've been going through these memories and working a lot with flashbacks. Flashbacks are actually not a bad thing. They're very, very helpful. There are so many memories that need to be integrated, especially if you are older. And this is a very helpful, very organic process, the flashbacks. What needs to be looked at naturally bubbles up without you having to do anything. In society, we are taught to push away these flashbacks, to distract ourselves, to run away from them. But you can't really escape them. You can't escape this process. You can get very good at hiding and distracting, but once your guards are down, things will come up naturally. My goal is to find and update all of these mental emotional constructs, because they need to be updated after the awakening. That's why they come up in the first place. Going through this process, going through the Kundalini transformation, my consciousness, my conscious mind has evolved a lot and very fast. But now there's this big contrast between my evolved conscious mind and all these past constructs. Now I have to go back into these past memories and see everything from this new perspective. So what I do is I mentally move into these memories. They have a location in the system, in the energetic system, and I bring back this new expanded level of consciousness into the past and experience this past event from this new, more expanded, more knowledgeable perspective. And the moment I do that, I update this memory, and this memory now no longer will return as a flashback. This updating process is something that the brain naturally does. The brain wants a coherent personality. It wants a coherent self. You can't exist with this big contrast between now this expanded state of consciousness and then all this huge part of you that is still stuck in the past. And to do that, to create this coherent personality, it has to update the past. It has to update these old memories. And once they're updated, the flashbacks will stop. I'm experiencing this firsthand. They truly really stop, and this is very great. Every time I update like a bigger memory, a traumatic memory, a significant construct, every time I update like this huge construct with different layers, it might sound a bit strange, but it feels like the moment this happens, it feels like taking a deep breath. The moment this construct is destroyed or integrated or updated. It feels like I'm very sensitive to energy ever since the Kundalini energy got active. I'm very sensitive to prana energy, to this blissful, beautiful energy that is coming from all living things. And I feel like my energy coming back to me from these constructs, because these constructs need energy to exist. And now I'm going to talk a little bit about dreams. Another very helpful tool in this whole process are dreams. So during the day, the brain has pretty good coping mechanisms. It hides things so you can function. For the brain, functioning means surviving. The brain pushes things into the background so you can get through the day. Some memories were pushed so deep, especially for me. As I said, I'm a bit older and I went through a lot of trauma, so I have to go back a long way, and there are many constructs along the way. And dreams are a very great tool to find all these constructs. In dreams, this is a very interesting thing. Once you get more aware and once you get more lucid in your dreams, you can see that you are walking around in these constructs. This sounds very abstract. This word constructs, what I mean is like let's say the memory of the place where you grew up, and all the memories connected to that place are like stacked upon each other, and they're all in the same space. And when you're in your dream, you visit these places. Dreams are completely subjective. These are all your subjective constructs. Dreams are completely subjective, just like all your experience, just like your experience in waking life. Even if two people experience the same thing, the same event, they experience it from different perspectives. In physical reality, where separation exists, all experience is subjective. So what I do to use dreams to find these constructs is that I wake myself up a little earlier, like 1 hour before I would normally wake up, then go back to sleep. This last sleep stage, after waking up, staying awake for a short while, going back to sleep, and starting to dream, this stage is a little bit different. Your dreams become much more vivid, you're much more aware, you can remember much more from these dreams you are having in this last stage of sleep. And you can even get lucid in your dream, but you don't have to. You will bring back enough memory for you to help you in your healing. I'm not lucid all the time, but I'm aware enough that I can bring back a lot of information. I use everything that I see in that altered state as a pointer. Dreams are very symbolic, and I can also see the constructs that still exist in my subconscious mind. Those dreams show me what I haven't looked at yet. And as I said, I'm in this process of finding all of these constructs to update them, all of these memories. And often, of course, I see unpleasant things, not super scary things, but uncomfortable, unpleasant things. But I'm grateful for that because it shows me where there are still things that are unresolved. And sometimes they are really beautiful and interesting dreams, and a lot of time I see things that I want to manifest in the future. So yeah, overall, dreams have become a very powerful tool for healing in this process. To me, this is what I'm doing lately. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm going to make more update videos if new things are happening to me. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.